Italian Garden. My name is John and I'm your host today. I thought that I would do a quick video here. This is a little bit of an unrelated or a kind of a add-on video. This is probably going to be in 2 parts or maybe 3. It depends on how long it takes me. I've been waiting for the weather to kind of clear past. There was a little part where it was kind of sprinkling. But I'm going to be going into the beehives today. And I thought I'd do a quick video for the first part of the series, or the first part of this video, going over how to light the smoker. I had some successes last time with lighting the smoker. I went into this hive, the hive that I have here 2 days ago. I didn't film it because, or I started filming it, but then I stopped because we had a error occur with the wax sheets that I put in there in the frames. The bees ended up chewing off at the very top of the frame, literally just chewing off the wax foundation that I had in there, just completely chewing it all off, all the way down, and it folded down and flopped down inside of the hive, and they started building their own comb on top of there. And I wonder if any of you, if you keep bees or anything, have had that happen to you. It was super, super interesting, but it was also a super, super big mess to clean up. So it took us a while. We did check for the queen to be released to the cage. She was. And I ended up coming up with a name for her. And I figured I would name her Queen Andromeda, because I'm going kind of a Greek-themed naming. So I'm going to be naming my queens. A lot of people don't name their queens. I'm kind of a small hobbyist, and I'm a little sentimental about, you know, they're kind of my pets too, so I kind of want to give them names. So I'm just going to name that queen and that hive's name Andromeda, after the story of, if any of you watch Clash of the Titans, Andromeda was a king's daughter who, you know, she was said that she was more beautiful than the gods, and then she was punished by the Kraken coming in on the town and trying to kill everybody unless she was sacrificed, and Perseus stepped in and saved her and married her. But there's the little mythology behind that. But I named her Andromeda. So I'm gonna be lighting the smoker here. I'll bring you in closer to look, but some of the fuels I'm going to be using. So I tried this last time. I was trying straw before, but I'm doing pine needles this time. I have a pine tree over here that gives me a lot of pine needles, and that last time worked really well. So pine needles this time. Burlap is going to be the base. Burlap will be the starter. I have starter burlap here, and then also to pack the smoker we have the cedar pine bedding. And that seemed to work really well too. So we're gonna do that really quick here, and I'll bring you down here and I'll show you how I did it last time, and it worked really well. I had the smoker going for probably about better part of maybe 2.5 hours, something like that, and it was still going, which is pretty good for a beginner. So I know I've seen people online that have far exceeded that amount of time letting their smoker sit there and smolder, but it's a pretty big achievement, I guess, for a beginner, or for me anyway. So let's bring you down here and we'll show you how to light it. Alright, so here's our thing of burlap. I know I showed you this last time, but I'm going to go over it again, because honestly, it takes a bit of practice to get the smoker lighting right off the bat. So that's in there. Let that sit there and catch fire. We're going to take our pine, just a little bit at a time. Let it catch fire. Yeah, it's smoky. Yeah, it's smoky. Yeah. My dog keeps putting her nose in it. She thinks it's something fun to play with. the basis of what you're doing is you're trying to get a really good fire going with this pine bedding, or these pine needles. Just trying to get them really good and hot and on fire. And it keeps one flame out here. Put some more bedding in there. Try not to get ashes to land on you, which is what keeps happening. There we go, got a little fire to light on the top. And then it goes out. So you get the gist of this here. Just trying to get a nice fire going. Trying to get coals at the bottom of your smoker. Next thing up is you want to put your pine bedding in. Really pack it in there. Pick up some of the stuff on the ground. Throw it in there. And here you go. Your finished result is a smoker that should last you a couple hours, at least in my experience. That's about it there. When it comes to lighting your smoker, you just want to make sure you get a good fire going in the base. Get everything nice and hot before you proceed with anything else. And now that it's nice and sunny out, I think I'm going to go over. We're going to show you. We're going to do the hive. Check out the hive in this next episode here. So I'm gonna have a link at the end of this little part here, take you to the next part, if you want to see me entering the hive and looking at the bees.